This is the golden era.
Yeah. Wait, I'm on one. Wait, I'm on one. Wait, I'm on one. Said wait, I'm on one. Wait, I'm on one. Wait, I'm on one. Wait, I'm on one. Yeah. You ain't really who you say you is. You don't really do no drug deals. If I give you a gun, you won't kill. We just having fun, she on the pill. Told bro, po what? Ain't he crack seal? Wrist is water like a Navy SEAL. My chopper longer like a movie reel. You got diamonds, man, they can't be real. I got diamonds in my favorite grill. Might just touch a bit that Copperfield. Money longer, David Copperfield. You know
What's going on, world? Welcome back to the Golden Era Podcast, where we talk about that real shit. Straight up hip hop, the music, fuck all that bullshit, fuck the fake beefs, fuck all the whatever, all that bullshit y'all talking about. We're gonna talk about the music, the culture, and all that good shit. So make sure y'all follow me, follow the whole shit at goldenerapodcast.com or on IG at Golden Era Podcast. That's how you got to get a hold of it. You can watch it, listen, do all that good stuff. So let's get right into it, because I like to go right to it. We got 3 guests in the studio today. To my right, I got my man, 40 Mil, great producer out of the Mill.
Yo, what up?
What's going on? I got my big homie, Joey D.
What it do? You know what it be.
And the MC in the house, Young Jay. What's going on?
Man? What's going on?
What's going on, man? How y'all brothers doing today?
I'm good, bro.
It's Friday, man.
Chilling.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. It's a nice little...
Or should I say that? I mean...
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm glad y'all came. You know, we're going to talk about some good stuff on this episode. We're going to talk about one of the elements of hip-hop, which I like to try to do on this episode. We're going to talk about street fashion. So I got my resident clothing artist here, Joey D. So that's one of the elements we're going to talk about. We also going to get into the main segment of the show, old versus young. That's the discussion. So I hope y'all brothers ready to get into that. Also, what I like to do, man, is just kind of, see what everybody been listening to lately. Get a vibe of the room, what y'all listening to, what y'all on. And it's going to be really dope since we on our old versus young today. We got our young over here. We're going to see what these young boys out here listening to. You know what I'm saying?
We got a whole gang of them with us too, by the way.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. So we got 3 other ones in the background just so everybody know. So we might get a little y'all opinion too, man. See what y'all listening to over there. So, what you on, 40? What you been listening to lately?
Oh man, should I go into my playlist? Yeah, let's go into the playlist. So my playlist consists of 50 Cent.
You still
New
on your
shit?
50?
Wait, new or old?
Uncle Murder. He got a track.
He do got
Uncle
that track
Murder.
with Uncle
Get
Murder.
the strap.
Yeah,
that shit
yeah.
crazy. Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted.
Oh shit!
I've been playing that
Like
lately.
you like wake up and listen to that shit still?
I mean, it's in
I'm just asking,
it's in my playlist.
Like, because it's like people who say like, oh, I listen to this, but like, it's like me saying I listen to Tekashi. I don't listen to him. I hear his songs. It's a
in my
difference.
playlist.
Okay.
So you listening to
It's in
it?
it's in my playlist.
There you go.
But I'll tell you this: how you listen to your playlist? Because I listen to my playlist. I just put that shit on random.
Yeah, I put it on random. It's on
I don't
random.
even be knowing the names of songs and shit, yo. I just
It's
listen
on
to
random.
that shit.
It's on random.
Okay.
You know, Jada Kiss.
We was just in the car and he was like, "You got Fifi in rotation." I was like, "Fam, it's a playlist."
6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, why is that even in your playlist?
It's the random. It's what's hot. It's what's in Apple's playlist. Sometimes I go through that shit to hear the new shit.
Yeah.
What else you got over here?
That's how I
man?
found the Eminem was the same way.
That the new Travis is in the playlist.
Travis Scott?
Yeah.
That shit is hot
That's
though.
in
I
there.
like that
See,
shit.
that's
Davies.
far out of my wheelhouse.
Are you serious?
I don't listen to Travis Scott.
No.
Dude.
Oh, my.
I do.
Have you heard the album,
I do
though?
have a dope ass song though with Sean Paul and Travis Scott. I've been on
Yeah.
my dance hall shit lately, so I'll let y'all hear that shit. That shit is dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
But have you heard the album?
No,
Yeah, you have to listen to the album.
It's worth it.
I mean,
It is. I'm a hater.
It's
I'm
dope.
telling you.
And you tell us, I know. Hold on. I had to think
dope.
about
Hey,
that.
Joey
You
said
feel like what?
Yo, hey, yeah,
Okay.
like for real. Like,
Because he likes singing.
you're gonna be
and rapping
surprised
and
by a
all
lot of the shit
yeah.
that I'm gonna say. That you're gonna be like, you lying.
Hey, man, listen.
You clock chasing. Stop lying.
Look, you got your seed, man, so you hear that shit.
Yeah, I do. That's a big difference too. It's
Yeah.
like, because normally some of the shit I wouldn't even attempt to listen.
You wouldn't
to.
even attempt
right,
that shit.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, so
I got a one up on you.
I got
niggas.
18-year-old, man, so.
You got an 18-year-old. Yeah,
But, you know, she kind of, she listened to all the stuff I listen to, but she do be still be playing motherfucking
R&B.
Chief Keef.
Oh, it's all the
Chief
Keef.
dog, she still be on Chief Keef, dog. I was like, dog, he still make music? I thought he retired.
But that's like 50. 50
Yeah,
make music.
he still make music.
Right. I thought he was just a troll. You know what
I
I'm
thought
saying?
he was
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. So, what else you got?
But
there,
that's
man?
that. I'm gonna leave it at that for
That's-
me. Yeah.
What made you
'Cause
go
it-
back to America's Most Wanted, though, man?
Dude, I don't know.
It
I
had
guess
to be something, man, because when you listen to old school shit like that,
you know
something
what?
had to
Oh,
happen.
this
You
is
like,
what it
man, you
was.
listen
I'm
that
going to
shit.
Cali probably in a couple weeks. I'm going
There
to
you
Cali in
go.
a couple weeks, so I kind of I don't know.
You had to get
You
back.
know my
that
LA
Cali
vibe.
state of
Yeah,
mind,
my
yeah.
LA vibe. So you know how that is.
I got to get back on it type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What you on over there, Joey, man? What you listening
Man, a lot of different shit, believe it or not. But it's for the reason, like you said, though. It's like, I got an 18-year-old. I still produce. I still mix. I go to the studio and I hear the horriblest shit in the city.
to? Well, just put it like this. Tell them about what you do and all the shit you got going on. You know, the
man,
studio.
everything
you know.
from mixing, mastering, recording, the clothing line, photo, video. I kind of got engulfed in it and I couldn't stop.
Yeah,
And then
now.
the good thing is I got Jay now, you know what I'm saying, and he's doing his thing with the music. I don't have to record myself no more.
Yeah, you ain't got to do yourself no more.
I'm 36. Let's get this straight. I'm 36. He's 18. Okay. If I'm gonna drop a track, I'm gonna be a feature with somebody. I'm not gonna be out here dropping mixtapes talking about buy my mixtape. No,
I got that new hot shit, son.
Hey, don't get it twisted. I will still murder 80% of the current section of rappers in
Most
this
definitely.
city.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
But rap is a young man's game.
It is.
It's a young man's game,
But
so.
bars isn't. There's a difference.
Bars not.
I'm
No.
a rapper.
I'm talking about the business of just rap. That's a young man's game.
Yeah,
It's
you
just,
see how
know.
it's switching up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, as far as what I'm listening to is crazy because I'm all over the place. Like, I listen to a lot of shit that people don't like. A lot of people don't like Russ. I rock with Russ, bro.
Russ is dope.
Russ,
That's
I've
one
been
person I
listening
never
to
really
Russ
got
for
into.
like 9 years.
You
though.
was telling me about him a
A
long,
long time ago.
Yeah,
So
Russ
see,
is dope.
And that's the crazy part, because when I be like, I listened to Russ for like 9 years, you lying, he just came out. Bro, I
told me that a
do
long time ago.
music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Russ is one, and then the other dude, Black. You know, the dude from Atlanta spells his name with a 6.
Black is dope. Yeah.
I like his shit too. But now, we get into the weird shit. I've been listening to Lil Uzi a lot. A lot. And you know what? We come back to that
Hold on,
old versus
man.
new shit.
Hold on, man.
Go ahead.
Lil Uzi.
Yes. Yes. And I'm going to tell you why.
What's the dance?
I'm going to tell you why.
Shoulder roll.
The shoulder roll.
Don't do the dance. You don't be doing the dance, do you?
Man, I mean, how much did I
In the
smoke
mirror,
that day?
in the mirror, he do it.
Do he be doing it? He be doing
He
it.
be trying.
Because he got
Check it
listen,
out.
Uzi got a song on Freeway new album. They got a song
Okay.
together.
But
That shit horrible.
Yeah, that's all that one.
Swagger
That's
on the
horrible.
Mayo. It's called Swagger on the Mayo.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit
yeah.
horrible. Okay.
there's a lot of shit that's
Continue, man.
horrible,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I looked at
I
it
just
at
had
a
to
different
put that out
perspective. When Uzi came out, that's the first thing I said was he was trash. He was blah, 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 blah. But when Wayne switched his style, I was the first one to say the same shit. When he went from fucking the Carter Wayne into auto-tune Wayne, I thought he was trash. But then I was also one of the only people who liked the fucking whack-ass rock album that he did.
Yeah.
The Prom Queen and all that shit. I like that shit. It was different. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have something to excite you every once in a while,
Right.
man.
And as far as the new shit, like some of it, we were just talking about NBA Youngboy. I didn't like NBA Youngboy when I first heard him. But he's putting out a lot of dope-ass music right now.
I'm glad y'all here because I ain't never heard none of them motherfuckers.
You never heard of
talk.
That's
Youngboy?
crazy,
You never heard
bro.
of NBA Youngboy?
Nah, man.
I know.
I never
I
heard
heard
that shit.
I
Yeah,
know
my
you-
son listens to that. He
Yeah.
listens to that.
My daughter, I guess because my daughter, she probably don't listen to it. So
Yeah.
I probably, she might have, and I just don't know who the fuck it is. She been on some motherfucking name Juice World or something, or whatever. the
Hey,
hell his
and you
name
know what?
is.
Hey, and you know what? Hey, Juice WRLD's dope.
But his name different now. It's like Juice. It ain't Juice WRLD no more.
It's still
something
Juice
else.
WRLD, but it's WRLD. He just didn't put the O.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's something else she was saying. So that's like the
You know,
last.
these young
word.
niggas can't spell.
Yeah, I know. So they just say I can't spell. Fuck it, I'm gonna make a gimmick out of it. Why not? But yeah, she listened. So I've heard of that. So, but yeah, I ain't NBA young boy. I ain't never heard of that, man. I've been on my other
Look,
shit.
they all sing, which is one of the
But they sing
aspects
and
of it
rap,
that I
right?
fucking
Do both,
hate.
right?
But some of them are actually saying some shit. Yo, it's just killing me that everybody's such a sad fucking rapper today, bro. Everybody's so fucking sad.
Depressed and
Depressed.
all that shit.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
depressing
Depressed.
rap, bro. It's fucking depressing.
Glad I don't listen to that
80%
shit,
of
man.
it is depressing. Like, seriously, it is. Then the other part of it that I don't like is the singers who come at you singing about hard shit.
Oh yeah.
Turn
yeah.
on my auto-tune and let's go bang on these fools. Like, are you serious? Like,
Who
chill,
we talking-
first
I
of
don't know
all.
though, man.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
knew some cats back in the day that was singers.
Yeah,
but they were some real street dudes.
Jojo
Like they
said,
just
hey,
happen to know how to sing.
Casey
you know
and
what I
JoJo
mean?
would whoop your ass,
Yeah.
right? But they
Yeah.
wasn't going to sing about it on the
Yeah,
record.
that's true.
You know
I
what I'm
guess,
saying?
yeah,
That's the
it's true.
difference.
Jagged Edge. The motherfuckers is crazy.
It's because they was
The
drunk.
motherfuckers is crazy. Jagged Edge.
What else you got on the rotation over there, man?
Shit, a lot of Spanish trap, bro.
Spanish
Latin
trap?
trap, bro.
Latin trap.
Bad Bunny,
Okay,
bro.
Alright.
You talk about the new era of streams, right? And that's the wave, and that's how
You
these
said
cats
Bad
are getting
Bunny
paid
get
now.
paid,
yeah.
yeah.
Look up this cat's views, the legit billions of
Hundreds
views
of
that they're
billions.
getting, bro. And the thing is that they're taking regular ass trap beats that are available and they're doing some dope ass trap. I'm Puerto Rican and I hate reggaeton. Bro, that same old drum beat, that doom, doom, doom.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. I tell my people to turn that shit off.
I don't
So
like that shit
when I
neither.
first got introduced to Bad Bunny, I thought it was that. So I kicked it to the curb right away. But then little by little, I was like, yo, this is some different shit. And it's just they're taking the shit that Future and them are doing and they're doing it in Spanish. But
So I
they're
found-
killing the views.
I found some UK trap.
Oh, yeah?
It's a female, yo. She dope as fuck.
Yeah.
What is her name, yo? She has some new shit today. But yeah, hey, they take a lot of different countries been taking that trap sound. And
I'm telling you,
my
bro.
brother put me onto the UK shit, and he fucking like almost 50 years old, so he
Their-
still be
their
he's still
streams,
digging,
bro.
You know.
100 billion streams, a billion streams. It's like crazy. It's like, holy shit, they're running it.
What is that chick? Now I have to find her name. I'll send it to you when I
Yeah,
get
they
it up.
flipping trap though. I done heard some disco trap,
Really?
Disco trap.
jazz
You gonna
trap.
come out
They
in a
flipping
whole-
it. They flipping the
A
trap.
bedazzled suit
Right.
with a Draco.
Wow.
The bedazzled
That's
suit
that new
with a
age
Draco.
shit. Please
That-
tell me you saw that one
that's
dude that
disco
was
trap.
rapping with the AK and the dress.
I saw that.
Yeah, you
man.
seen that?
Yeah, he put the
I don't
thing
know
in
Like
his
about
that was
dress.
overkill.
Yeah, he
that
put
was
the
overkill,
fucking gun
bro.
in his mouth
Yeah.
and shit, dog.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on. That's just
I
ridiculous.
don't know about no dress.
Yeah, that was because it was with a song called like "Married to the Game" or
Yeah,
something like
Married
that.
to
It
the
had, like,
Street.
Married to the He had like the little wedding dress on. He put the gun
Hey,
when he
but-
put the gun in his mouth
Yeah.
though. Like all the other stuff was okay. I get it. You doing when he put the fucking gun in his mouth though,
was
and
like-
like he was sucking the dick and shit. Yo, I was
You're
like,
like, oh, hell no.
I was like, stop. Right
I'm
there.
closing my studio.
Yeah.
That's when he called me and said, "Hey Joe, you want to buy some shit?"
Yeah, man. I was like, no, I would not be watching that shit. Hell no. What you on over there, young Jack?
I
What
don't
you on,
even.
Jay,
I don't
man?
even really listen to like industry.
I mean, I know you
artists.
listen to your stuff that you make.
That shit's
but
garbage.
Never. No,
I know you
but,
listen,
like,
but outside of, so I had to put that in there. So outside of what you make and your guys make,
Yeah.
what do you listen to? Because I know you listen to your own shit. I already know that.
not really. I don't really.
You don't?
Nah.
You really don't. I can validate that shit.
Cause
Oh,
I'm
okay,
around.
that's
I'm around
different.
people who listen to my stuff a lot already.
Okay.
Like if I'm meant to get into a car with somebody and they're playing my song, I'm like, bro, change this. I don't. I've heard it.
Well, you
because-
probably done heard it so many
yeah,
times
throughout
in
the
the
studio, all the mixing. I've
Yeah,
heard it
that's
so
true.
much, but like.
I had to think about that. Yeah.
I don't even listen to mainstream people. I listen to a lot of people off of SoundCloud. Shoreline Mafia, they're coming up. They're from LA.
Okay.
Lil TJ, he's from New York. He coming up.
Lil TJ, yo, he be rocking the old school beats. I used to see, because he
Yeah.
was in, what's that, the Netflix series, the
Get
one
down.
The Get Down. He was in
Yeah.
that.
No, that's a different.
That's a
person.
different dude.
Yeah.
Because the other TJ dude, he used to rock like I seen a bunch of videos. He was a young cat.
Yeah.
And he was rocking like Nas beats and
This
all that
little
other shit.
TJ is like 15.
Oh, okay, that ain't him then. Because
He on YouTube at all? Is he on
Yeah,
YouTube?
I think so. He should be. I think he got some videos. My boy from the north side out here, Veli Vel, he slept on super hard. And
Hell yeah.
Valley
When it
Vale, where
comes-
you from? Where you from?
he's from Chicago.
He's originally from
like-
Chicago. He's from the city.
Where you at?
He's here in the city now. He's in
here
Milwaukee now.
Oh, okay.
I'll put you onto his links and shit so you can get up with him.
And really, yeah, just really more underground people off of SoundCloud. I'll just be going through like the little discover charts and finding people. That's how I collab with a lot of people that I got songs with now on SoundCloud. Yeah, that's all his music right there. And city wise, who we been listening to lately? City
You listen to people? You listen to people in the city?
My boy Lil Johnny.
Okay.
Johnny.
My boy Mushi. Tay,
Oh yeah, hey, Mushi Aviles.
Tay Lo. And my boy Leak Benji. Leak Benji's cool too. He just dropped a video.
Well, I told you that's a young man's game.
And besides that, like
I'm in the middle of it though.
like the people
I got my
who's
hands on
popping, the people who's popping in the city that I listen to is probably just it's all low key.
Yeah. See, I haven't had my studio or done music in a while, so nice to be informed on
And
some
mainstream-
local cats around.
Mainstream it had
Switch
to
it
be Travis. Right now, let me see. I'll
Yeah,
go
what
to my
you- yeah.
Apple Music.
I mean, whatever you listen to is what you listen to, man. Because I always, every
You ever
episode
heard of Nebuchadnezzar?
I heard it, dude. Yeah.
I got his new album. YNW Melly. I listen to him a lot. Young Nudie, my boy
I don't know
Comethazine.
none of it. Well, Comethazine I heard of.
Young Boy. And yeah, solo key Travis Scott. That's it. I don't really listen to a lot of people.
Man.
Trippy Red.
I heard
Yeah.
him before. Yeah.
And my guy Chris King. I got a song coming out with Chris
He's
King.
got a collab with Chris King, which is dope. A dope.
Oh,
song.
the producer dude.
Nah,
No,
that's
Trippie
Trippy Red's brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're Atlantic artists, so
Oh, okay.
it's a good look.
That's a damn good look.
But man, local city wise too, GP, Mexican cat from the South Side. He's doing his own thing, bro. Like his wave is completely different. His following, you would figure just because he's Hispanic, it would just be South Side. It's not even like that. Like the North Side loves this dude. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like Louis Z and Don P, Hectic, the usual suspects.
Man,
You
I
know what I'm saying?
I still love when I mixed that one song. The
Which
one
one?
Louis Z did. The one Mike Rico did. The beat.
Oh yeah. That shit's hot.
That's still
shit's
my
hot.
favorite shit, dog. When I was mixing that shit, I was like, yes, I can mix some shit I fucking like.
Yeah.
Because that'd be hard, man.
Hell
Mixing
yeah.
shit you don't like.
Man, shit, do I know? I mix a lot of shit I don't like.
Well, that's what's up, man. I know for me, man, what I got in
that's
rotation, man, I don't know, some stuff I just been waiting on. I've been on my dance hall lately, man. Pop Can, he came out with an album. That's one of Vibes Cartel, little proteges and shit like that. I don't know if y'all listen to dance hall. Since you don't listen to reggaeton, I'm sure you don't listen to no dance hall. You like, fuck that shit. It sounds too much like reggaeton. Shit, what was it? Joey Ortiz just dropped some shit with Apollo
yeah.
Brown.
He did?
Yeah,
Joel's
they coming out with an album,
I'm
yo.
slipping. I ain't even see that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. We put everybody on some new shit that everybody ain't listen to. I was on that term trying to listen to that terminology, man. That
Yeah.
term, I was, since
Yeah, shout out Lex.
Lex
Lex
yeah,
with
got
the
little-
records.
Yeah, Lex with the records.
Lex
got
with the
Lex
records
some
from
beats on
Milwaukee,
there.
baby. He's out there doing his thing.
Yeah, man. So I always liked term, but then I seen he had some shit on there. I was like, let me listen to this shit. So that's always pretty dope, man, to hear, especially, man, somebody from the mill being able to get out and put their hands in there with some real industry cats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm all, big up to Lex, man. So who else I've been listening to, man? That Freeway album, a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know if y'all heard it, man. It was kind of,
I heard a couple cuts off.
it's all right, man. It was
I didn't like it, man.
Nah.
all right. I was trying to talk about last time, man. You gotta think he older now, man, and kidney failure is cat going through dialysis. So his rhyme and his story is completely different, yo.
Isn't it crazy what Beans and Freeway look like right now?
Man, completely.
I saw a
Not
picture.
right, dude.
I saw a picture the other day for the first time that was recent, and it was like Beans and Freeway. I was like, the fuck out of here. I was
Dog.
like, that's them? Holy shit.
It don't
bro.
look, man.
Them cats got slim. I don't know if it was in a good way, but they got slim. I was
Too
like,
slim.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what else I got my new album rotation. That Pusha T. I'm still trying to listen to that, man.
That Push.
So I think some of the production on there was pretty dope. Who else I've been listening to, man? I still got that Royce album in my rotation, man. That shit is dope. Y'all listen to that, The Book of Ryan?
Yeah, that Royce
Yeah.
is dope. That
Yeah,
album is
listen to
dope.
that, man. That shit is pretty dope, man. Hard Bars, man. I'm always into my Styles P. He always in my rotation. So as y'all can see, I listen to a lot of East Coast shit. Hey, I just found a fucking brand new Bun B song, yo. He dropped
For real?
Yeah, hold on,
Bun
B.
B.
Yo,
Came back out.
I ain't heard of Bun B since I was like 6.
Yeah, he dropped it. Damn, what did I do with it? It's him, and he got a bunch of other cats on there with him, man. It's pretty dope. I just listened to it in my little...
What, his artist or something?
No, it's him. No, it's him and some other cats. Damn, I thought
Return of the
I know
Trill?
where I put it at.
Return of the Trill? Is that what it's called?
No, it's just a single. He just dropped a single. I think I put it in this one. No, I don't know. I had to find it again. But yeah, he just dropped some new shit, man. So that was pretty dope. That's all I've been having in rotation, man. But let's get into the element though of hip hop, street fashion, because everybody know that's kind of what brought hip hop, you know what I'm saying, to the next level where people notice, like the Run DMC with the Adidas, you know what I'm saying, and the Kangos, and you know, because we were talking about that earlier off mic about the fashion from the back then up until now, you know what I'm saying, and how it done changed. Because back then, yeah, cats wore Levi's, tight jeans, and blue jean jackets and shit like that. But like I was saying, man, you didn't really have a choice at the time. That's kind of all it was, you know. And then it kind of evolved into the skids and used. And you remember used jeans, man? You remember all that, yo?
So the urban fashion just came into play.
Yeah, it came urban fashion. Yeah, that's kind of.
So that's when the stuff started coming baggy,
everything more
all
baggy,
kind of different.
But yeah, the urban like the whole hip hop just fashion aspect of it, that shit spread everywhere, and that's like what everybody want right now. You know what I mean? That shit then took over commercials and ads and everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like to call it street fashion because that's kind of pretty much what it is. It ain't getting dressed up in no fucking suit. You know what I mean? And shit like that is rocking you something comfortable, a lot of denim, Timbs, you know what I'm saying? Jordans and shit like that.
Timbs is still a fucking go-to for me. I don't give a shit what
Timbs
nobody
ain't gonna go
says,
nowhere.
bro.
Timbs gonna be there.
I don't give a shit what nobody says.
Timbs is gonna be there.
A regular old classic pair with the gum bottom.
The wheats. The wheat Timbs with a gum bottom.
Yep.
Hey.
You could put them on some jeans and stomp a nigga out with them if you have to.
That's classic hip hop though. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the basic tenets of like street fashion, a pair of Timbs. Right? You see that shit, you like, okay, that's what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Then like you say, you got into the baggy jeans. Then you get into, everybody starting to have their own clothing lines. You know what I mean? So, and that's where I got you here for.
That shit to me, what I remember it kicking off with, as far as I can remember, my earliest is fucking cross colors.
Cross colors,
Damage.
Yeah, cross colors. They did
that to me. That's the first that I remember where shit started getting like different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
different, like
It's like
different
90s.
style of clothes.
That was 90s.
Yeah, like right then, and the life's crazy because like a lot of that shit, like the vintage shit, I'm like, yo, if I would have known, I would have held on to my shit.
Man held on to all of that
starter
shit.
coats,
Right, exactly.
Pullovers.
Yo, Ewings in the starter coat is all I wanted.
That was the shit.
You remember
that was the shit. Yeah, that was the shit.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
Pat Ewins.
Get you a pair of Ewings, you know what I mean? Jordans, you get your, we call them Dookies.
Yeah, the Dookies.
Get you some Dookies, some Air Force Ones, shit like that. A pair of Clarks,
Yeah.
So that was the fashion then, but the fashion now is a little more, I don't know, man.
I mean, as an example, sitting to your left, right there.
This is fresh though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're talking about like the evolving of fashion, the old versus new. Okay, look at his outfit, right? Look at all the patches on his outfit.
Yeah, that's true.
What are they? They're old rock
rock and
bands.
roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
Nirvana,
that
Kiss.
shit wasn't fucking planned either, bro. He just happened to put that fit on, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a perfect example of what we're about to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of them will be like, oh, that's some old shit or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But they'll rock with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many Kiss songs do you know? Fucking zero. His
Zero.
teeth set it off,
Zero.
man.
Zero.
As soon as he smiled and showed me his grill, I knew he zero. Fucking zero. I know a few. I'm sure he knows a few. I'm sure he knows a few. You know what I'm
sampled
saying?
a few.
But
Yeah,
now let's ask him how many old Dre songs he knows or old Snoop songs he knows. He knows a shit ton of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like an adaptation of just recycling.
Well, yeah,
is
the
what's
fashion
going on.
recycle. Yes, that's what I was going to ask you about. So with the clothing line that you have,
Right.
with the Cabron, right?
Right.
how do you try to get into that space and try to stay relevant in that space? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
By not really giving a shit what everybody else is doing. I'm Puerto Rican, okay? So let's just get this out here. Cabron Clothing, believe it or not, was actually founded by a black man. My partner Ogun Plez out in Chicago. Okay, check this out. It started off as a joke. We have a homie named Ashtar who is a really, really big super producer out in Chile. All right. He used to always call Ogun and they would get on the phone and he would be like, hey, cabron, hey, cabron. So Ogun was like, you keep playing, I'm going to put that shit on a hat one day. And that's the true fucking story right there. But check it out.
Yeah.
Here's the facts. A lot of Puerto Ricans, to them, it's like a horrible thing. To be a cabron is to be somebody whose girl is cheating on you. Right? Okay?
Yeah.
But Mexican style is just like, tan cabrón. They're the bad guys. They're the cabrones. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about slang. So that's where it comes back to traditional shit. Our first time actually coming here to Milwaukee and putting something together was the Puerto Rican Parade. It was the total wrong fucking event for me to bring a fucking clothing line that to certain Hispanics means something that is in some way
disrespectful to some of them. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But to you, like you said, it's just a slang thing.
Right,
like,
exactly. So check it out. So he puts it on a hat. He makes the hat. I see the hat. I'm like, yo, that's dope. He was like, yeah, I should run him. And that's the fucking story. I swear to God, that's the whole story. We've been going crazy ever since. But as far as that goes, it's like not really caring. Like when we first came out, it was a lot of stuff that looked like stuff that was similar that we liked.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of people say, oh, that's such and such, this and that. All right, that's cool. You don't like it, you don't have to buy it. Yeah. And to keep it 100 with you, the real first sales started popping off with JoJo's World in Chicago before young JoJo got killed.
Okay.
069 and all the block back that way, they would heavily rock the stuff in videos. So it started to get a following.
Yeah.
So honestly, the black community took in that clothing line before the Hispanic community did. Let's get that out there first of all.
That's dope.
Because a lot of people tell me like, oh my God, you guys are Hispanic clothing line, blah, blah, blah. I say, yeah, but my partner and the main founder's a black man. You know what I'm saying?
And
Believe it or
I think
not.
it's the term too, the slang term
exactly.
for a lot of people. They probably can't. Like,
So
I'm not wearing that on
exactly.
no shirt.
See, but like for people who don't give a shit or people who just take it as fashion,
It's just
they
fashion.
love it. You know what I mean? It's like you won't wear that, but I mean, this Gucci shit you got on is fucking trash.
Yeah.
First of all, you know what I'm saying?
Never.
Not. Hey, listen. Fucking fashionista over here. I'm not saying all of it. I'm not saying all
Not
of it
all
because
of
a lot
it.
of it I'll rock with
Yeah,
it.
some of it be cool.
But some of it is like you paid that for that.
Nah,
Especially
he was
if you
hating on this one pair of Gucci shoes I had one time.
The ones with the tiger.
No.
No,
Those
them
were
other
fire.
gay ass ones you had with the flowers and shit,
They
fam.
have flowers and shit.
I swear to
on it.
God, did they have? What did they have on them?
First of all, the whole fit was fire. I had the Gucci track pants on with the sneakers, and the sneakers were metallic silver. They had
Metallic
a
silver.
lightning bolt on them that was red.
A fucking red lightning bolt, fam.
A heart
And a heart.
and a star and a star.
And a star.
And a star. Hey, they look like
They had no diamond on
it
there,
looked like-
too?
It looked like
Like-
Mapes and Gucci fucked, and that's what happened, bro. That's what it looked like to me, bro.
Nah, those were fire.
Shit.
But again,
That's today's fashion.
he would have walked out
Yeah.
in his fucking age range, and I'd be like, dude's
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah, they be like, that
But
shit hot.
here's
That
where we
shit
come
hot.
back. Hey, we gonna go fucking full circle back to Lil Uzi, okay? Because I've had this
Yeah.
conversation with a few people already. I used to say Uzi was like the gayest dude out just because of his style
Just
and the
his
purses
style,
and all
yeah.
that shit. But okay, I'm an 80s baby.
I ain't wearing no fucking purse.
You're an
bitch.
80s
Fuck
baby.
that.
You're an 80s baby. Nobody could tell us when we were little that Prince wasn't the fucking man.
Oh, yeah. Prince was
Okay,
the man.
He was
look
a
at what
shit.
the fuck Prince was wearing.
But we wouldn't wear
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah,
But
we
we
wasn't
wouldn't wear that
gonna
shit.
wear that
okay,
shit.
but that's what was hot. That's what was hot.
We
though.
wasn't gonna wear that. No, that was hot for Prince.
That was hot for Prince.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's hot for Lil Uzi is
Yeah,
really
that's
only
it.
hot
That's
for
all it
Uzi.
is.
It's only
Yeah,
hot
it's
for
only
him.
him.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he's doing. When it comes to
He's
the
doing him.
fashion
Yeah,
shit,
he's
I'm not
doing him.
saying he's
Yeah.
a fucking musician in
Yeah.
the likes of Prince. No fucking way,
No, no.
ever, bro.
Yeah.
Never. But what I'm saying is that's like the style that I see. Like Prince was. How did Dave Chappelle say? Prince would come out wearing pirate shirts and fucking 4-inch heels and take the baddest bitch home in the club. You know what I'm saying?
With a motherfucking perm, his hair better than her
Exactly.
shit. Like, damn.
It's kind of the same fucking way when it comes to the fashion. It's like, A lot of the shit's getting recycled. What was the one that was popping? Nautica for a while. That
No.
What was the
Like a recycle?
Tommy
Hilfiger,
Hilfiger, right?
Like
Trying to
they
bring
brought
Tommy Hilfiger back.
Yeah, they brought it back. Yeah.
Oh wow.
See, but they want the old shit. Like, perfect example with the shoes, with the retros. He's really big into fucking retro Jordans and shit like that.
Not no more.
Well, he was.
No.
But check it out. This is what I couldn't get. Like, you would take a shoe. I would watch him buy a shoe, wear a shoe, and then flip a shoe for more than what the shoe cost in the store right now.
Oh, that shit happen all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like the way the culture is, and as far as fashion and how something catches.
So how do you try
following.
to? So how do you try to take advantage of that with your clothing line though? Like as far as designs, like when you sit back and say, okay, what design we gonna do now, where we can kind of catch. Maybe as not to say, I guess a wave or whatever, however you want to call it. You know what I mean? Where we
It's
have
kinda-
a design.
it's kinda
you know?
honestly
so, yeah,
just-
so like who to do the like it's
Right.
just the design.
It's designs are done by a lot of people.
Okay.
There's a lot of different people. We had local people. We just did a drip line with Kame One, which is a real dope local producer.
Yeah.
He's an artist, a visual artist. He's a designer. He won the Milltown Beatdown. He's one of the champions of the Milltown Beatdown also.
Yeah, he did that term. He did that term.
He's a
Okay,
dope
there you go.
illustrator.
There you go. He's a real dope
He's
illustrator.
a real dope illustrator.
So I've been trying to do something with a local artist like that for a while, and everybody that I reach out to always flaked out somehow or some way. So I just told Kane
As
one,
usual?
what's up? He says, you know, how we gonna work? X amount of dollars, X amount of whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Made it happen, and he did it. Real
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
And he's one. There's another artist by the name of
So
Fool
basically,
Nelson.
for you find some just dope ass artists and be like,
Right. Guys that
you know,
I
I got these
collab with.
ideas. I got this idea. I need you to make.
It's kind of like when you do a record and you got a dope record and you're like, I could feel such and such on this record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
with that particular line to represent Milwaukee, I felt like Kame One would be, you know, the best.
So you kind of
do
doing it. So the way you do it is kind of like. So like when I did Pharoah Mac album, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went into it and I said, we're gonna use as many people as possible. Writers, not to write your rhymes, but like hooks and choruses, different. You know, we're gonna
Yeah.
get that. We're gonna get somebody to do some
Right.
other instruments. We're gonna get somebody to, you know, make the beats here, and we're gonna get all. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And just get everybody and just
Yeah.
coordinate that shit and say,
Ogun does a lot of the designs.
he do designs too. Then okay.
Man, he just
okay.
sits on a computer and shoots me shit all day. There's so much shit that we could release
But you
right
still
now
do
that
like,
would go crazy.
But you still do reach out to other
Oh
outside
yeah, definitely.
people and say,
The other artist is Full Nelson on social media. He's a real dope character illustrator. They call him the Tomb God.
Okay.
Dude is dope. Like he does work for a lot of people. He's done a lot of our designs. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So a lot of the stuff comes from that and just shit. Sometimes just being either super creative or super high. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that is
I'll
true. A
show
lot
you
of
some of the
stuff come
stuff
like
that's gonna drop that is real nice shit. Like when we first came to Milwaukee, we did a lot of high-end stuff as
Okay.
far as getting stuff actually custom cut and made and delivered from China. And it was okay, but we all know the city of Milwaukee and how the city of Milwaukee
How that
runs and
operate,
operates. We're just going to leave it at that.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
whole nother show. But anyway, it was a good look, and we just started doing just like graphic tees after that and just slogans and stuff like that and just designs that we came up with, and it took off. And then the hats came, winter came, hoodies, joggers, and you just kind of get involved into it, and before you know it, you're trying to
doing
outdo
the code.
yourself.
Yeah, you're trying to outdo yourself. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So trying to, so that would be, I guess, leading into what I was going to ask, like some of the struggles with trying to, you know, you got a clothing line, but you trying to take it to the next level. You know what I mean? And you trying to really push it to the masses and turn it into
Because
something
you're competing
else.
with other
Because you
clothing
compete with
lines.
other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially here in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
This is
know?
how I see it, because I'm dead in the middle of the shit every day. I'm honestly not competing with nobody but the city itself, because I'm trying to sell my product to the poorest part of the city. Let's keep it 100. Our people are where?
Yeah.
South side, north side.
South side, north
You know what I'm
side.
saying?
Yep.
I'm not selling my product to kids in Shorewood and blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 you know, like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to take something that cost something to make and that you're trying to profit off of and get it into an area and location whose income level is below fucking average.
Yeah,
okay.
And that's like real discretionary income.
Right. But
you
at the
know?
same time too, that's how you come in thinking about it, and after a while you open your eyes and you see what's happening.
Yeah.
How's the broke nigga on my block got on the new Gucci flops?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So you telling me you're gonna go spend 75 on that shit, but you ain't gonna catch my shit for 30?
They're
So I
200.
started. Okay, you see, 200.
Oh,
200.
they're only 200.
They're only 200. You see what I'm
And
saying?
you know
Shit
what?
like that.
I don't mean to cut you off, but now that you say that, I was at my mom's house. Just a quick story. I was at my mom's house the other day. She stayed at these apartments, right out on Bradley. So I'm over there. It's a dude. He in a Porsche truck. He could probably listen. He got in a Porsche truck. Probably got on like some $500 jeans. I could look at him and tell. He got his.
These
little,
was $500.
I'm just saying. I know what it looked like, right? He got on his little buffs and shit. His girl get out the car. She got her motherfucking. She got her bundles. You know what I mean?
Stack bundles.
But they done got evicted.
Oh.
All that shit is in the motherfucking garage, and he on the phone. Man, where you at with the truck, man? We supposed to be come get our stuff. But you got a fucking Porsche truck.
Yeah.
And you got some $500 jeans on, and your girl just had a baby. Like, really?
Ain't got nowhere to live, though.
He ain't got nowhere to live, though.
Damn.
That's crazy, man.
So
But that's just the mentality of people. You know what I'm saying? But that's basically it, man. Just like trying to sell our product to them people, and you know what I'm saying? Trying to get it out. As far as getting it out, like social media, obviously, is the way a lot of people are doing.
Yeah. So where can everybody find you at?
Well, we got a couple sites.
Everything.
We got a couple sites. CabronMKE.com, www.kabronmke.com, and then CabronCartel.com, KABRONCARTEL.com. Either one of those, you can catch them. There's two different sites. Obviously, one's geared towards our city, Milwaukee, and then one is geared towards where it all came from, which is Chicago and beyond. Like I said, we got Ashtar been representing for us in Chile for the longest, man. Dude is.
That's the other thing, man. Get out of the country.
Yeah, that's a big thing, man. That's
like what I'm saying. Like trying to expand in.
Well, the thing
because
that
hip hop,
finding,
like hip hop, the hip hop that me and you we know about. That shit is so big overseas, man, and it's so much money to be made doing that.
Right.
Like that's how you see like a MOP still rocking 80,000 seat arenas in Germany.
Yeah.
And everybody in there like going fucking crazy.
And
them cats like 45 for MOP and they like
12-year-old songs.
Yeah. 20-year-old songs,
crazy.
man. When it fucking How About Some Hardcore come out, yo? That was like 20 years ago. And they still rock that on stage. You know what I'm saying? So but that's old shit. So.
But on the site, people will be able to buy the.
You can buy right on the site.
You can buy right on the site. Actually,
when you got some new shit dropping, when the new line coming,
There's actually stuff already sitting that we could start popping off, but I'm waiting until everything comes together. So within the next week or so, we should have all the flip-flops and stuff in by like Wednesday. Once I get all that in, I'm going to release the hats and everything else. But we're working on something right now.
Flip-flops, man.
You need some flops? Yeah,
when I go fishing, man. When I pull the boat out, man. You know what I mean? I pull the boat out. I got to have some flip flops and shit, man.
As far as we're talking about fashion and local shit like that.
What's some other local?
KT, man. Local... Kevin Taylor, my homeboy. We all know KT from Songwriters. He's in the middle of something real big, doing the Adidas store.
I just got from today. A pair of shoes and shorts.
Some shoes. What do you do? What do you do though?
Adidas.
It's all Adidas.
He do like
it's
custom shit.
It's exclusive.
It's the stuff.
It's the stuff that you ain't gonna find in the
you
middle of the mall.
You ain't gonna find in Foot Locker. You ain't gonna find in Champs.
Exactly. He's on some exclusive stuff with it. It's Adidas.
When you next time you go to Atlanta, it's a bunch of stores down there like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yep.
When I go down there, I
try not to shop. I try not to shop.
No, when I go down there, I always buy my daughter a pair of kicks, and she be up here killing them. Dog, they be like, "Where you get that from?" Ain't nobody never seen them.
Yeah. KT, as far as that with the store, man, he's doing big things. Y'all need to really check him out. Show that man some love because he's helped out a lot of people here in the city. Local line wise, realistically, I think it's called the New Royals.
Okay.
They used to have a spot, Motivate, which they had to close down. They had a lot of local stuff there. DJ Sells got a smaller line too called Young Gods, and he did some stuff that I actually liked. I actually wear.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's pictures of me wearing his shit out. You know
but that's how you do it, man. You support.
Right,
you
exactly. I support anybody who supported me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people always, we talk about Milwaukee and how it is to be here. People always are quick to ask for a discount. You know what I'm saying? Or something for free.
Something for free.
You know, and it's one thing to ask for a discount if you've regularly supported somebody. I won't be the type to be like, man, get the hell out of my face. Yeah. If you bought 12, 15 shirts for me, I'm already off top. I'm hooking you up.
Yeah, I'm hooking you up anyway. Yeah.
But if you ain't never spent $1 with me and you came up and say, yo, how can I get something for you? Can't, man. No, it doesn't work like that.
It don't work
Spend
like
a little,
that.
get a little.
There you go. Exactly.
Man, you know me, man. I work on the barter and swap system a lot of times. Like,
but see, that's a different story. It's one thing to approach somebody like, yo, let's do a trade for a trade. I could respect that because it's a service for a service.
Service for a service. Because you're going to spend that money anyway.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Like, why not? Shit, you know what I'm
Figure
saying?
something out.
So that's dope, though, man. I'm, a clothing line, and like my brother, he do shirts and all that good stuff, man. He got his little clothing line and stuff, Free Soul exclusive. So I'm going to put that out there, man. Check him out, man. He do a lot of FRE Soul exclusives, man. He pretty dope.
That's his IG.
Yep. Free Soul. It's FRESOL.
SOL.
So he's pretty dope, man. He do stuff, man, where like at the moment he got to do a lot of flash shit. Like some shit might be happening, and he'll throw some dope shit together. Bam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he got some pretty dope Donald Trump shit, dog. This shit funny. Yeah.
Check it out.
So, but let's get to the main topic, yo. What we came here for. Old versus young. Y'all see some good topics on there, man. Y'all want to discuss? Because I got a few in there, and for me, since I'm an older cat, man, I always like to talk about first the history and young cats being able to go back and study some of the earlier rap and some of the earlier culture, not just the music, man, but just the culture as a whole and how it, came about, and study, cats who invented the style that you might be rocking right now, but somebody did that shit a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
The music was probably different, you know what I'm saying? But the flow and the rhyme and the content, all that stuff was there already. So, what do you feel about that, Joe D, man? Like the old school and being able, going back to, the importance of younger artists to go back and study some of the old school, and maybe not even old school like the 80s. Like, I wouldn't ask you to go back and be like, man, go listen to some rock box. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even tell you to go do that.
He's going to be like, who?
He's going to be like, what? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even say that. Just, something nearer to you in the past. You know what I'm saying? So for me, what I had to do was go back. When I found hip hop was in the 90s, I had to go back to the 80s and listen, because that was my time that I could go back and study. You know what I mean? So what do you think about that?
I mean, I'm not going to say it's like the most important thing or whatever, but I mean, it gives you a sense of what you're talking about. I can't stand when somebody comes up to me and says, perfect example today, Eminem is fucking trash. Why? Because he's white. Let's get that shit the fuck out the way, first of all. Like, I seen today on social media so much hate towards M because he's old and white. Yeah. All right, I get it. You're mad. Shut the fuck up. Let the man shine. Don't be mad about it. But I come from I'm originally a B-boy. Bro, that's how I started. I've been spinning on my fucking back on 22nd Street at the Christian Center when that shit first got popping. You know what I'm saying? Battles. I got introduced to this shit realistically through the DJs. You know what I'm saying? DJ New Styles. It was back in the day. DJ New Styles. We were NAD, New Age Dancers. So we had, the DJ was part of the breaking crew. So he always had the dopest records. He always had the new shit before it came out. He always had mixtapes. Yeah. So production-wise, I got put on to a breakdancing crew by the name of Drop Squad. They were here on the south side of Milwaukee, DS. So where you see like younger cats though, I don't really see a lot of younger cats doing no breakdancing though. Nah, that's just like it's
not here.
Like, you're like, man, I ain't messing up these motherfucking Gucci shoes. Fuck,
I don't think here.
Here's the thing, no, bro.
Not too much here.
I'm gonna shut everybody up right now. There is right now a b-boy in this city who makes a living off that shit.
Just
on
breaking
a daily.
Shit?
On a daily, there's two of them, Mijo Rodriguez and Lupe Rodriguez. These dudes are from the South Side. They've won tournaments.
It's still out there, but I'm just saying, as far as like,
it's not mainstream.
You're not gonna play. You're not gonna play a little Uzi record
and somebody gonna start
windmilling and shit.
They gonna come out and do the shoulder shake and look at you gay as shit, but ain't nobody gonna do a windmill. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like you got to know what you're talking about. I can't stand when somebody comes up to me and says Eminem is trash. Like, explain to me why. Give me a valid reason why. Was he off beat? Was he this? Did he not have any substance? Why is he trash? Is he just trash because he's old and he doesn't have fucking colorful dreads and whatnot, and he didn't say what in between every 3 bars. You know what I'm saying? Or why? I say people are trash, but then I start pointing shit out and I give valid arguments. You shut me up about a lot of shit when I come to think about it. Like, you know what? You're right.
I'll call him too. I'll play something and he'll be like, "Oh, this is trash." And then I'll catch him listening to that song anyway.
It ends up. A lot of it is because it's catchy music.
It'd be catchy.
It's catchy. There's music that's for people who want to hear substance over swag, and there's music for people who want to hear swaggy bullshit.
I think today's music is more of, like I said, a vibe. Like I was telling you before, it's a vibe. You know,
it all depends on what drug you're on.
So what you think? What you think, 40, as far as like the younger generation now looking at the older, you know, something closer to them and going back and studying? Because for me, like I said, some cats, you get a lot of artists out here trying to disrespect old heads and shit, right? Yeah. But then also you got older niggas dog out here disrespecting young cats, and it's like, why even do that? Like, I had got into it with somebody earlier, man, about some shit. Like dog, if I say some shit is whack, it's just, to me, it's whack. Like, that don't mean that I'm hating.
You gotta think about
some shit like that. Like, so, because back in the day, it was like that. You could say some shit was whack.
But back in the day, it was whack.
Yeah.
It was whack artists back in the day.
Yeah, it was whack artists. There was plenty of them. There was plenty of them.
That's part of the culture.
It's the same thing. It's
it ain't like everybody was dope at that time.
Yeah, they had whack artists.
Think about it, it's like, it's the same thing that happened, because I guarantee, like, during that, like, let's say, the 70s, when people was doing, like, little hip-hop, the old heads was probably, they was stuck to like the 80s. They was stuck to disco. They didn't want to hear nobody rapping.
Yep, same thing.
Yeah.
So disco got played out real quick.
Yeah, it did.
Because early rap started from disco.
Yeah, from disco. Yep.
Yeah. So what you think, Jay? You think younger artists? But I'm just saying, do you think younger artists should actually go back and study? Like, if you're gonna try to be an MC, right? Do you think you should go back and? I mean, everybody got their influences, shit that they listen to, their parents around, you know, whatever.
I didn't start. For example, I didn't start learning about Dr. Dre until I was like 12. Like me growing up, who I listened to, who I would consider my history, 50 Cent. I listened to 50 Cent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your area. Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, like, what would you consider old school artists?
Old school to me?
To you, yeah. What's your old school? What's old school to you?
Oldest I could think of is like Ja Rule.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
For us,
Ja Rule.
I'm gonna ride the end of the road, baby. This life was
Ja Rule's the shit at one point.
That was like golden era type.
Yeah, that's golden.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's golden era.
In the 90s, there was so many different types of styles.
Right.
Who else you got that's like old school?
I used to listen when Jay-Z and Beyonce had all them little collab songs all the time. I listened to that.
Okay.
That's just because I had a big sister, so she would always listen to music like that. But then going into like middle school wise, that's when I started going to like, that's when French Montana started popping. Chief Keef, of course. That's like, he's an influence on a lot of the new wave people. Is Chief Keef.
Yeah, that's
crazy. How old are you
now?
now?
I'm about to be 18. So
you didn't
Dang,
my
yeah.
daughter. So okay, all right, yeah, my daughter.
So you see, as Chief Keef sticks his fucking ugly dreads in the game.
Who else?
That's crazy. So no Lil Wayne. No Lil Wayne?
Oh, of course, Lil Wayne.
Okay. Lil Wayne would be, yeah.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of, they say Lil Wayne a lot too.
When Lil Wayne was in his prime, when he was dropping songs with Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy.
We had, for a Christmas gift, me and him got Soulja Boy's CD, his SOD CD when it first came out. And it's crazy because back then we would listen to it and we would be hyped. And now we're listening to it like, bro, what the fuck?
Like, what was y'all listening? What the fuck?
Like, what is this?
Well, you know what? Yeah, that's crazy because it's like Onyx. Remember
Onyx? Yeah.
They were wild.
Wild
they were
as fuck.
Yeah.
To me, Onyx, motherfucking Outkast, and motherfucking Lil Jon.
Outkast was a shit though.
They were way before their. They were way before their time
though.
Like their shit is still relevant, bro. Like
leaders of the new school.
Yeah, leaders of the new school. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's you know, for me, I just always think that young cats, if you're gonna be an MC, man, just try to
know what you're talking about.
It depends how far.
Study your craft. Put it like this: study your craft.
Yeah.
Right. And the only way to study your craft is to study the ones that came before you. Yeah. Right. That's how you actually study your craft.
A lot of new wave people I've met too, they don't even really listen to hip hop.
Yeah, that's true.
They listen to like rock.
Alternative music.
A lot of the people I've met that made really good music, like really good hip hop music, I wouldn't even really say, okay, I can't say hip hop because I'm not going to say rap. But like they just
hip hop is not the same as rap. Hip hop is the culture. Rap is the music, just whatever. Okay.
It's like they don't really listen to hip hop at all. I know one dude, my boy Q, Huncho Gang Taz. He used to listen to like Mary J. Blige, and I'll be like, bro. dude, don't ever pick me up in the car and you listen to Mary J. Blige. Yeah, like it's just weird.
Like
everybody
the
has
old
their own
Mary
preference.
though.
Yes.
Oh, the old sad Mary.
Yeah. Old sad Mary.
Yeah.
Everybody has a preference too, but I mean, like when you say like study the history of it, it depends how far you want to go back to.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I ain't saying, like I said, for your time, I ain't gonna say go back and listen to Run DMC first album. I mean, you could. That would be, it would be. Because them two had a dope ass back and forth flow. So like if you wanted to do a song with one of your guys and y'all wanted to do a back and forth.
Well, Run DMC, Locks.
Yeah, Locks, dope, Kissing Styles, do dope back and forth.
They were dope.
And that's what I'm saying, like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying like, oh yeah, I'm finna really get into this. Nah, because I got like the whole fucking soundtrack to Wild Style, right? I wouldn't be like, here, man, listen to this.
What do you want me to do? Pop lock to this shit?
Nah, I used to listen to a lot of Pimp C.
Yeah, Pimp C.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. So who's some of your favorite rappers right now, though? Just bring us into the new age, into the new time for us old folks over here, man. We need to know.
Trippie Redd goes crazy. Favorite, I'm gonna have this. I don't even think I really have a favorite rapper right now. Y'all got a favorite rapper?
Yeah, who your favorite rapper?
NBA Youngboy.
NBA
Youngboy's doing
Youngboy?
his thing right now.
Okay.
Youngboy's doing his thing.
What about
right
Little
now.
Baby?
Lil Baby's doing his thing too. Lil Baby goes nuts.
Like
Rondo, that's somebody who's coming up. He goes nuts too.
See, it's just there's so many of them now. It's crazy.
It's a lot of them.
And
that's
like
the thing.
somebody who I wasn't rocking with at first, but now I want to listen to him. Like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I listen to him. But when it comes on, I'll listen to it. Lil Pump.
Yeah, Pump.
Some of his newer songs, like his old stuff was real ignorant, but like now a lot of his newer songs are getting like
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I can't say I've listened to any of them cats.
Shit, Let's Get It was produced by CV Mix. Shout out our brother CV Mix.
Yeah.
He's been part of the family for a long time. Chris Bennett, dope engineer.
He just produced something with who was it? Wiz Khalifa and Ray Shremmer.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of big stuff, man.
Wasted with Juice WRLD and Lil Uzi.
Yeah,
Them little dudes cold
Juice
too.
WRLD.
yeah.
Juice WRLD.
There's that name again.
Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Juice WRLD is like lyrical wise, he's dope because he's singing on the track, but like his music is for depressed people.
See, that's what I'm saying. Depressed rap. A lot of this shit
people
now
who-
is depressed rap.
Who just take their depression out on doing drugs. I don't think I've heard one song where Juice WRLD's talking about getting lit and like turning up. He's talking about I'm gonna take this pill and if I die I don't care. Like he be
What?
he be on some.
Yeah,
Something
these
else.
fucking new age
But
rappers
if you
are
listen
depressed,
to
bro.
it, if you
They're
listen to
fucking
it,
depressed.
You like if you take that perspective from somebody else, listen to it, you're like, oh, I get it.
See, I guess when I be in the car with my daughter, man, she be playing that shit. It just sound like background noise. It just.
So really, you just listening to the beat. You ain't
I
really
only
too
be
much.
hearing the beat. I don't know what the hell he be saying, dog.
Production
Because that
comes
shit
a long way with a
But
song too.
yeah, and see that's that new Metro.
So yeah, that's what I'm
Boomin.
saying. Like, what do you like about as far as this era? Because I know you do some boom bap stuff too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But that's just to keep the old heads quiet. That's just to keep the old heads quiet.
That's fucked up, man.
That's just
keep us quiet.
I thought you actually genuinely like doing it. Damn.
I mean, I did at a point, but I mean,
Damn, you disappointed. No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking
like
with you.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first started like recording tracks, I was like wordplay after wordplay. But it's kind of sad that it's evolved to this. But some people, you could hop on the track and tell a story, and people are gonna like it. But if you want people to really like come together and listen to your stuff, everybody just wants to have fun. So everybody wants something where you're gonna turn up to.
Party tracks.
Party music.
tracks.
Just party tracks.
The new age Uncle
But you
Luke's.
still gotta have in the selection those smooth songs and the songs where people could chill to also. But it's like
I guess it's seasonal too.
yeah.
Summertime, you want to list the party stuff.
Yeah.
Fall, winter time, you just want to chill, ride in your car.
But y'all just said most of the shit is
Storytelling
like
shit.
depression. Like,
It is.
Like, I don't want to be depressed
It's
in July,
depression,
B.
but the thing is they'll
Yeah.
party to the song. That's it. Like That's why I said it comes with production
bipolar
too.
as
It comes with production too.
Well, yeah, because most people ain't really listening to the words nowadays. They just
Future made a song talking about he could hear the Perkies calling, but I guarantee you people would be in the club jumping to that song because Metro Boomin killed the production.
Right.
Yeah. Is the producers selling a lot of the shit nowadays? You know what I'm saying?
Well, when I was at A3C a couple years ago, on the we sat in you might have been there, 40. One of the producer panels. It was Just Blaze.
Yeah, that was a dope panel.
Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin didn't know shit.
Dog, Metro Boomin was like, look, man, I don't fuck with these artists. He said, look, I make the beat, I send it to them, they see my money, and that's it. I was like, damn.
That's how it is now, though.
Yeah, and that's what he was like. He was like, man, because some of these artists, man, they be like, he didn't want to get into no real stories. He was like, man, I don't do that shit no more. Because then somebody had asked something about like being in the studio. Like, do you like being in the studio with the artist? You know what I'm saying? No. He was like, nope. I make the beat, send it to them, they pay my money, and I go about my business.
About his business, yeah.
I could sit in the studio with an artist who knows what they're talking about, but when I hear it, then they'll be like, hey, do the sound where it goes like, I'm like, oh. What's that? Or he's like, you got that one snare that's like, pop. I'm like, you know how many snares go pop? Like, you can't sit here and say something like, yeah. But I mean, like,
that's funny.
But I got,
how many times you done heard that 40?
I got two perspectives though, because I could be the producer who's with the artist, or I could be the artist who's with the producer.
Well, yeah, you make beats too, so yeah.
So it's more of a, to me, I just can't be with an artist who's never produced but wants to basically make the beat. To control the track. They want to make the beat.
Yeah.
If you have an idea, that's cool. Like a reference track, you be like, make something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But they just don't. They don't know how to word it though. That's like.
I had this one dude who grabbed my MIDI keyboard and he was trying to play out the melody, and I was like, you don't even know what you're playing. Like, I was like, I don't know what you're doing.
That's funny, man.
Yeah,
that's funny as hell. So what about beat selection? That's one of the differences as far as the old versus young cats. We kind of tend, especially 40, I know you lean more to your boom bap, man, sample heavy.
I'm all over the place.
That.
It depends.
I know you
all
over
the artist. Yeah, it depends on the artist that I'm working with.
As your personal, like.
Well, my personal is That's, that's the era I came from. So
a lot of boom bap shit.
Yeah.
A lot of hard.
I mix it. I mix boom bap with trap. I mean, it don't matter.
Yeah, I know you kind of mix both of them, and kind of sometimes, especially with Payday, sometimes the music, it'll be a lot musical with a lot of boom bap drums. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Joey?
Same shit.
You some boom bap shit.
Yeah.
But you've been listening to some Lil Uzi though, man.
Yeah, I did like trap style beats for a while, and I made some dope shit, but I didn't really like it. Then he started making beats, and I was like, "Fuck you, bro."
I've been producing for about a year.
Yeah, and he's actually good. And I'm not saying that because he's my son. He's actually really good.
I do not know how to use an MPC. I'll sample everything's off my laptop.
Off the laptop.
I use a little Slice X, little Edison audio editor, and I just be chopping it up and sliding.
When it comes to software, I'll go through Reason, but I'll still end up tracking through the MPC, through the 2500.
He's been trying to catch on to FL though.
Yeah, I kind of like it, but some of the shit just seems too crazy and simple. Like,
it's actually easy. Yeah, it's real easy. It's like on the go.
Yeah, I got to because honestly, for the ease and the mobility and the quickness of it, I watched this dude make fucking beats in 10 minutes. I'm like,
beats in 10 minutes. I'll make one pattern, intro, one pattern, chorus, a bridge, a verse. Then I just copy and paste that pattern. I want to take out a certain song, just delete that. It's easy.
You know what I did like about it? You know how when you're on an MPC and you got 16 levels? And if you hit 16 levels as you go up, you got a bass sound and it goes up a note 16 levels, right? Well, with that, what I seen was like he had a whole piano roll laid out, and in order to change the key, he just highlighted them all and slid it up and down.
Yep. You can do that in Reason.
Yeah, you can do that in Reason, but I'm saying, well, as far as on the MPC, on hardware,
you can't do it on the MPC.
Right.
But machine, you can
on the machine too. They're starting to integrate. They got the MPC X out right now that I got my eye on. And it's like a whole standalone. Plus, it's you plug it right to the computer and run software through it. You can run VSTs through it. You know what I'm saying? It's a really big ass machine, and it's got the touch screen. And it's, to me, they molded it a lot after FL. if you look at the screen setup and how they got it all set up.
He used to try to put me on chat a long time ago, man. I was like, fuck you, man.
You said what?
When you tried, you and Payday used to have that FL, I should be like, nah, I ain't fucking with that shit.
Shit,
dope,
I still
man.
like
I was on Reason, man.
Shit dope.
I had Reason since Reason 1.0. The very first
Actually,
one.
I think I
So
got
it
my
was
first
like-
Reason from him. If I'm not mistaken,
might have.
I got my first Reason from Halo. Yeah, I remember that
Might
shit.
have.
Yeah.
I like just the hardware feel.
I tried to fuck with Reason. Reason was just too. I don't know. I just didn't like.
I like the hardware feel, man. I flipped that shit around with the cords around because I
Yeah.
knew what I was doing. I knew how to do all of that shit because that's
When we
how I
opened,
started.
when we
He
opened the
He
studio,
gave me reason.
Yeah, how did you like it?
he didn't use it.
You couldn't get into it?
No.
And
He
now,
got-
man,
he
the
got
new
FL.
Reason,
He
dude,
came out like I made 17 beats. I was like,
Hey,
what
but
the
the
fuck?
Ableton, that's dope
Ableton
too,
dope.
though.
Yeah, so what you like making beats with, Jay? What's your preferred method?
What you mean, like method?
What as far as what program you use
Oh,
the
just
most?
FL
Just
Studio.
FL the most?
Yeah.
You ain't got into Pro Tools
my
and nothing like
my
that?
boy Richie with the is trying to get me to do Ableton, because
That's another
Yeah,
one.
Ableton with the push.
To me, isn't Ableton
shit-
like geared more towards DJs though?
Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
a DAW, because you
you
can
can
make a
use
beat
it.
on
You can
Pro
do-
Tools.
you can do
make
DJ
a
shit
beat
with
on
it.
anything.
It's a performance piece. It's a
Okay.
performance piece. Yeah.
Yeah, if you make when you make a beat in Pro Tools, it's more about having external.
Yeah.
But Mike Dean, he
Control
mixes on Ableton too.
You can mix and you can do all that shit.
Yeah, he mixes
you can control,
albums
You
and
can
shit.
control live shows. You can do live shows. Me and Payday sat into the Ableton one at the SAE in Chicago.
That was me and you.
Was it me and you? We sat into
Yeah, that
one?
shit was dope.
Yeah, he showed how to do all that
Yeah,
shit, man.
yeah,
We
that
sat
shit was
in that little
crazy.
thing. I was like, oh my goodness.
This dude took
That's
his phone.
way over my head.
He took his phone. This dude took his phone, beatboxed
Oh, yeah.
a beat in his phone, took the audio, threw it in Ableton,
and it turned that
and
shit
turned
into a
that shit into the
drum.
drum pattern.
Oh damn, that's dope. Right
Yeah.
off his phone too.
That shit was crazy.
I was like,
bro.
hold on, man.
You cheating?
Yeah, I'm like, you cheating, yo. And he changed up the kicks. You can
Everything.
make whatever the kick you want.
You can hum
snare.
a bass line into your phone.
Damn,
And
Put that
change
shit.
it.
I was like, oh.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so that was dope. So what kind of beats you prefer when you rhyming? How about that?
I look for more melodic beats, just cause when it comes to hooks, I start writing, I do hooks first. So I need to
Hooks
have
first.
a melodic beat, so that way I can go off of that, either that rhythm or it all depends, because it all depends on the beat too. Because I could feel one beat where it has a melody, but when that 808 come in, I'm like, oh yeah, and that's the thing too. 808s, every song, all my new songs are all heavy bass. Everything got heavy bass, punchy kicks, 808s.
Subbing.
Yeah.
Subbing. Okay. All right. What about your auto-tune game? You on the auto-tune game?
Yeah, they come to me for auto tuning when it comes time for mixing.
Yeah. I fucking hate it. You know.
I know. I'm talking about
I
for
could-
you though. You
I
do
could
your
t- I
auto-tune.
could tweak
yeah,
it.
Your shit, yeah.
That's the thing. I can
I
make
could
a
open the
song.
auto tune when it comes to. I'm
I
like,
can
hey,
make-
I got
I
a
can make
session.
a song
Come do
where
it.
it's
You
like-
remember how long we resisted?
Yeah.
Resisted for a long time. I was like, I'm not buying that fucking plug-in. I'm not
Not
buying no
too.
fucking auto-tune.
Shit, I
And
remember
Hit
that.
up
But
Payday.
then,
Payday
hey,
do the
but-
auto
and all, but then these white dudes that came in, they was like, we want you to do our whole album. I was like, I ain't really got auto-tune.
From Florida.
Yeah, the white
Yeah,
dudes,
yeah.
y'all. And I was like, I said, well, this is how much it's going to cost for the whole album. I threw the price of that in there, too. They was like,
The
okay.
auto-tune.
Came back next
That's what
session.
you gotta get.
Dude, moms wrote a check for the whole amount before we even recorded anything.
Man, that's what's up.
So I was
Those are
like,
the
I
clients
got
you like.
auto-tunes.
There you
Yep.
go. Yeah, no, it's a necessity now. It's as hard as it is to
Yeah.
believe, because I just had a session yesterday, and they came through, and I legit, before I start any session,
You asked
my
me, do they
first
want
question
auto-tune?
is, are you gonna need fucking auto-tune? And I usually ask it like that. Are you gonna need fucking auto-tune or what? So I can load this shit up and figure out what key we gotta be in.
The key, yeah.
Right. See, but it's not that I can't do it. I just prefer not to. Because
Yeah.
why should I, when I could be like, hey, Jay, jump on this. And in 3 fucking minutes, the auto-tune's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
It's because I have a preset. I use my own preset for my own voice.
Auto-tune not that hard, dog. Trust
Yeah.
me.
And then after you got a certain preset on how much tune you want, how hard you want it to tune their voice, you just go through the keys. And I'll be like, all right, well, he got a low voice, major, minor, whatever,
Yeah.
chromatic, and then you just click the key. That's what I do. That's how I find it.
Yeah, you just
until
find
it
the
sound
key.
good, and I'm like, all right.
When
there
we
you go.
first opened the studio, my partner, Big Curse, he's always been a Reason user. And he makes fucking bangers on Reason, bro. Shout out Big Curse and Knack Music. You know what it is, bro. They got bangers. Anyway, we opened Alpha Studios 4 years ago. And that's what he had. And I came in with an MPC 1000. And that was basically our studio in Lincoln Warehouse. And that's when I started getting into the Reason little by little because I saw him doing it. But when it came to the FL and I saw what the hell he was doing, and he's not lying about the time that he's been producing as far as production. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit's simple as hell.
He just got on there and started making bangers out of it. And
now, I'm going to tell you where auto-tune is hard. Auto-tune is hard when you actually use it for what it's supposed to be used
to actually pitch correct. To singers pitch
correct.
That's
hard.
Yeah. That's catching actual notes and stretching and all that shit.
That's hard. Yep. The little robot thing.
I don't think it sounds right with the singers that can actually sing though.
No, like when I did Sam stuff, I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't think I used no auto tune.
No, she didn't need it.
She didn't need it. Jackie, I don't think I used a lot of auto tune on her. No. I got a trick though when I used to use auto tune. So what I would do is I would double the track. Take the second track, auto-tune the fuck out of it.
You did that last time.
I did that on one of yours.
One of my tracks.
Yeah, try that, dog. I'm telling you. And then sometimes you can even take it.
Oh, we do that
a lot. But just do this. Auto-tune the shit out of it, throw a spatial, and make it stereo. Yeah. So the auto-tune will be stereo while your main vocal is up the middle.
It's still in mono?
Yeah,
that's dope.
It give you a good spatial thing.
That's another big thing that's a difference is mixing, bro.
Mixing.
Yeah. The dude who just passed away, Triple X, Extentacion. A lot of his music was like just not even, I don't think, really mixed.
That's his old music.
And
before
it was
mainstream.
Okay.
Because he was on that.
Oh, yeah. Once you get on the label, you going to get your shit.
Nah,
he was
bro.
on that. No.
That fucking Kanye. That Kanye. Did you hear that Kanye when they first released it on fucking whatever it was that they released it first? When they released it unmixed or whatever. That last one that he did, that was that the last one where they had that listening party in fucking Wyoming or wherever, and he got all rappers banned and shit. The mixing on that, I was like, yo, what the fuck? This is a Kanye album. Like it's not. It went from rough and gritty, like with Wu-Tang. Yeah. Then there was a standard when fucking Justin Bieber came and started fucking rapping, and everybody wanted to have this fucking super crystal clear, super HD sound. And now it's going back to like that gritty shit. I find myself using less and less of what I have in plugins.
The main plugins I use, CLA 2A, SSL channel, and then if they need auto-tune. But for levels, CLA 2A, SSL channel.
LA 2A is always dope.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you remember I put you onto that dog fucking channel strip.
Yep.
You got everything in there already.
That's the ones we still use.
SSL.
The SSLG channel.
Yeah. The G channel.
It's fucking amazing. You know what I mean? And it's like when people say like, yeah, I got my shit mixed or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's an MP3 and you listen to it like, what do you mean mixed? Oh, they set the levels. Oh, okay.
I mix people's records. I got a boy in Florida who go by Hurricane Clark. He records off his iPhone in his closet. Yeah. And then he just sends me the audio files, and I mix them right on Pro Tools, and it comes out sounding good. And people are like, where you record at? He's like, my closet.
And that's the difference.
That's
it's like, do you remember? Hey, do you remember how hard it would have been to take a dope single that you got and get 1,000 people to listen to it? Just 1,000.
That's the other thing too, man. Yeah, about the younger cast, man. The way y'all kind of attack the social media, the digital part of it. You know, we kind of came in the beginning of it and had to and got into it. Y'all grew up with it.
Right.
You know? Like we had to learn it, and then y'all grew up. It's like that was just normal. You know what I mean?
The wave really started with, I say the music wave where people had started popping is when Instagram came out. And
IG kind of.
Yeah, because when I was growing up, there was MySpace, but I was too little. I was I didn't really pay attention to it. Then Facebook. But once I found out about SoundCloud, it was over with. That's where everybody gets it.
So that's where.
But now people consider everybody. If you I hate when people consider underground artists SoundCloud rappers.
SoundCloud is just a platform.
He's a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah.
Because I got my music on iTunes.
Ain't that how Russ got found?
Exactly.
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
Because now you can say you do a little distribution thing. You got your music on Spotify. Are you a Spotify rapper? That's what I'm saying. Like it's
Yeah, like
my shit on iTunes and my iTunes
you're
rapper.
an iTunes rapper.
I'm an iTunes. I'm Apple, ho.
Yeah, I'm saying, with my generation, it would be a lot harder for people to get put on if they didn't have a cell phone.
Why
yeah,
is
that's
that, though?
yeah.
Why is
Yeah,
that?
why you think that is though?
Because it's just everybody. Like, look at him right now. He's on his phone. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's on their phone.
It's
Everybody.
accessible.
A cell phone went from like I could say like a tool to now it's a necessity. You need your phone to do this. You need your phone to do that.
I get into it with my daughter about that.
Bro,
a lot,
think
man.
about it. Hey,
you can't do everything on your phone.
My phone wakes me up in the morning.
Dude.
you know what's bullshit is
You
your
need your
phone
phone.
has become the fucking guide to your life, bro.
Yeah,
Whether you like it or
you
not.
want to find out how far
You
something
want
is,
to
where
find
you
out
need
how
to go.
cold it is. You want to
Google.
know how hot it is. Is it going to be shitty today? What's
I
the
don't
score
even
of
watch
the game?
TV no more. I wake up. I
It's
just,
true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
I still get on my computer, man.
Well, it's the same
For-
shit.
I get on my phone
You
for
get
a
on
lot of
that damn
stuff,
phone.
but I still use my.
But think
computer
about it, it's
for
the
a
same
lot of
shit. You're still stuck on the internet. You're still stuck on social media. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
I ain't
As
really
to
on
where
social media like
if
that, though.
if this was fucking the 90s and 40 had a badass fucking track and we dropped it, we're gonna have to go out.
You're gonna have to be out here stomping that
push
shit.
it.
We're gonna have to go club
Check
to
it out,
club.
check it out,
Yeah.
check it out.
Check it
yep.
out, check it out. As to where now this
Click share.
motherfucking guy takes a fucking video of his teeth and it goes fucking viral.
I got like 10,000
it-
views on that video.
Just
I know I did.
smiling, bro. Just showing his fucking teeth. That's the difference now. So
Yeah.
when it comes to all the streams and all that, a lot of these people who got these really, really big YouTube channels, the person who's running the channel is not even the actual owner of the channel. There's people,
somebody else
yeah,
behind
there's
all
somebody
that
else
shit.
behind it, and they say you gotta act. You're a funny guy. Guess what? I got a channel where I can get views just because of the channel that it is. I'm gonna put you on there. Now you got this new YouTube star, right? And you know how you got like sports agents and shit. A lot of
yeah.
these YouTube cats now have agents. So somebody was smart enough to hop in and say, "Let me go manage these little YouTube kids," and they got into it early, and now they're the fucking the Jerry fucking Maguire of fucking the internet.
I remember
kids.
back in the day though, man, when MP3s first
Yeah,
came around.
yeah,
Like
yep,
when
that
MP3s
shit.
first came around. And I was still heavy doing music back then. So it was
You went from mini disc
yeah.
to MP3.
MP3,
remember?
yeah. And I was trying to get my guys at the time. I'm like, dog, why is we fucking spending $1,100 to fucking burn some goddamn CDs, man? The fuck? Now we can get this MP3 shit, you know, boom, boom, boom. And nobody wanted to do it. Nobody wanted to do it because everybody was still so stuck on CDs. And I should tell,
There's a lot of people
physical
still
copy.
stuck
there's
on
a lot of people
CDs.
still stuck on CDs. I still buy my vinyl, but I got Spotify, B. I'm streaming all my shit. And if it's dope, I'll go. If you got it on vinyl, I'll go buy it. I'm not buying no damn CD. I don't even got a CD player in my car. You know what I'm saying? Shit don't even come with a CD player no more.
Yeah, they
so,
don't.
Yeah, so just
It's got
and
an
I
aux
used to-
jack or
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
yeah, and I used to tell
Yep.
people, man, like, even I remember going to A3C a few years ago, and cats out there, they still be out there trying
Still
to peddle
trying
their
to pass
CDs,
CDs.
right? And I said, they like, you want this CD? I'm like, nah, man, you got a
Yeah.
bit. I said, you got like a website or something. And I'm 40 right now, so I was like 35, 30 at the time, and I'm still telling cats like, dog, why is you out here trying to pump CDs, B? Ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah.
Nobody. So that's why I look at like cats finally kind of realize like, okay, we got to get out of that and let's just go straight to the digital realm because
Yeah.
it's easier for people to get. But one of my things though that I talked to my daughter about, I don't know how you feel about this, is she asked me one time for a song. I said, well, it's on my phone. You can buy it for $1. Man, I swear, I ain't buying that. I ain't paying no dollar for no song.
Listen,
You don't need to.
That's what I'm saying. So with that being said, how trying to be a rapper, how do you plan to make money if you know the people out here ain't gonna buy your shit?
Followers. I'm
But what
telling
that's
you
gonna
now,
do for you?
They
Clout,
looking for they're looking for
Clout.
more followers for streaming
clout can get you paid.
to YouTube.
I mean, I understand that you can,
Yeah.
Instagram,
be a
SoundCloud.
Instagrammer or whatever
it
people
fucking
do. Or I don't know.
the world revolves around clout tokens. You know what I'm saying?
It's not
It's-
even that. It's just if you gain even a small following. I only got like 500 followers on my Instagram, but my SoundCloud's still getting 50,000 plays.
So they more concerned about the K
Yeah.
behind the
That's
the
what it
views.
is. Before I remember when I first started like doing music on my own, recording on my own, I would put a song out, get like 200 plays, and I was like, oh,
Like,
that's
oh,
what's
yeah.
up. I did the 10 Toes. My first song that like really got many plays was a little 10 Toes challenge freestyle. that has like almost 300,000 plays, and it still gets plays daily because it was a viral thing that happened.
Yeah.
And that's what really got my SoundCloud that push, because now I could put a song. I got songs that I put and only promoted once, shared a picture once, and it has like 10,000 plays. Because even once you get a certain amount of plays on SoundCloud, they put you in like an indie chart. This genre,
certain thing,
indie artist.
Yeah, because SoundCloud changed.
Recommended chart. So somebody could listen to someone who has a mutual follower, and it'll pop up in their recommended track, and they could click it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the digital era, man. Y'all really took it to
a whole nother level. They eliminated the whole need for. Remember when that shit was going through with Eazy-E? What was the dude's name? Jerry Heller.
Jerry Heller.
They eliminated the need for
y'all
the
remember
Jewish
back in the
guy.
day? Y'all remember back in the day, man? You used to have to like mail your tape to like the record label, like straight to the record label, to like the
and hope that they would listen.
Hope they and you get a letter back and they be like, yeah, we listened to your shit, and basically we listened to your shit and
threw it away.
Yeah, and threw your shit away. Yeah. I got a couple of them letters before.
That's it.
Yep. Now
like,
we got email. Now we got emails and you know.
Now they instantly tell you you're trash.
Yes.
It don't take time.
Your shit whack, son.
Yeah, no, delete it. We threw your shit away.
But yeah, that's my thing, man.
Spam
Like it's everything is. I just don't understand that concept, man. Because for me, it's more about I'm gonna pay for some stuff I like. You know, I used to have this conversation with my brother, man. He's 40, upper 40s. And he was like, man, I ain't buying no music no more neither. He said, man, I done gave all my money to hip-hop shit. I came up in the 80s and 90s buying motherfucking T-shirts and albums. I had to buy all that
tapes.
shit. Yeah, cassettes. Like, I had to buy all that shit every time. It wasn't no other way to get it. He like, fuck that. I got Spotify. Fuck that shit.
I'm doing it that
That's
way.
true.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what?
That's true.
That is true, because I done spent a lot of money.
On CDs, too. I don't even know where the fuck my CDs went.
Dog,
Man,
I
you remember having big-ass fucking thick-ass books of CDs?
Yeah, bro.
Dude, I remember
crazy.
helping my guy
I don't
move.
think I've ever bought music.
You probably ain't never even bought a CD.
Even when I was younger, like 6, 7, we had LimeWire, FrostWire.
Yeah, all that
See,
shit.
Line
We would
Wire.
burn it. We would
beginning
burn
of
it
it.
on
That
the
was the
CD.
beginning of it,
We
yeah.
would burn it on
You
the
would
CD,
burn it
but
on
we
one.
never bought it.
Yeah.
I remember my little brother fucked some computers up with the
LimeWire.
LimeWire.
Man,
Frostwire.
Lime Napster,
Hey,
all that
Napster.
stuff.
FrostWire was nothing but fucking porn. Every time you try to download the newest fucking mixtape, fucking whatever volume, whatever, it'd be a fucking porn flick. You're like, God damn it, man. Well, let me see what this is about. But yeah,
me see
it's
what
not
it
the
is.
record that I wanted.
It might have a good soundtrack.
Yeah, they did fuck up. They did fuck up
They
some
fucked up some
computers, though.
computers.
Some viruses on them motherfuckers. That was all that new wave shit when it first came out.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. The other thing I wanted to talk about was I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, the more digital sound versus the analog, man. Because I noticed, you know, we all engineers and you make beats and stuff. For me, man, listening to the newer music is, I have noticed though, some artists going back to, like you were saying, that one, the album you said it didn't sound mixed and stuff like that.
Right.
But I've heard some stuff, man, because for a long time we was going through the loudness wars, man, where everything was just so fucking loud, man.
Yep.
Like, it was just loud. I'm like, damn, this shit is loud as fuck in the headphones and in the car. You have to turn the shit down. But now it's kind of, I'm listening to songs, man, where it's really low, and I'm like,
You gotta turn it up.
You gotta turn it up,
Yeah.
you know, and that's for more dynamics and stuff like that. And I don't really like the clean, crispy ass, just pristine ass sound. You know what I mean? What do you prefer, Jay?
To me,
Depending on the type of beat or what feel it is.
To me, if I'm on a track where I know I'm using auto-tune, I'll try to make it sound as clean as possible. Just because with auto-tune, I love adding reverb to auto-tune. That's the best thing for me, reverb and auto-tune. But like if I'm on a song where I know it's more fast-paced, I'll just throw like a simple mix on it. I won't go too crazy. But when it comes to like more chill songs with auto-tune, I go for the cleaner sound.
More clean sound. How about you, 40? What you when you getting busy, man?
I guess it depends on the type of artist too, for the sound. Because I like a lot of lo-fi stuff. It like I say, it depends on the digital sound. Like if it's going on radio, if it's a catchy song, you know, for that type of reason. But if it's just underground hip hop, lo-fi, that's the best sound for that.
Yeah. What about you, Joey? What you prefer, man? What you like to?
I like everything, bro. I like fucking the mix up and figuring out how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with the auto-tune shit. Like, they started putting the auto-tune, and I was like, all right, now if we take this auto-tune and bust it to fucking something else to give it a different sound.
I hate when he does this. He always busts the auto-tune. I just, like, he'll bust the auto-tune through a filter and then this, and I'm like, bro, just bust it straight to the vocal track so I could just turn it up and down and see what I
sounds a lot better.
Just mixing.
There's a big difference to listening to something flat ass and listening to it in 3D. You know what I'm saying?
When I mix with my auto-tune, I don't even bust it. I just throw it on the vocal track after I compress and equalize it.
Yep. As an insert. Yeah.
Everybody got
it ain't
preference.
no wrong way or right way to do it, you know.
It's all preference and how you hear it. I like mixing with, when we mix at the studio, I mix with my partner Curse a lot because we have different ears. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be sitting at the board and he'll sit behind me and be like, yo, do this, boom, 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 vice versa. Our fucking saying there, which he always says is fucking, how much you want me to turn it down? Turn it down just a cunt hair. I'm like, nigga, we measuring shit in cunt hairs now? He's like, yeah, fam, turn it down just a cunt hair. But yeah, it's all like preference and listening, because like one thing I find a lot is if I mix something and I listen to it, it sounds good, I come back a couple of days later and I'm going to tweak something on it. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? This is too loud here, or there's too much of this there. It's just a matter of listening and knowing what you're doing. And like having him there also, it gives a different perspective on the sound. Because we grew up on fucking, our first experience with how something should sound was Wu-Tang.
Yeah, that was
Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was the first ones that we're not talking. We all know the fucking hip hop.
And RZA, dog, they said that was the first time he ever mixed an album was 36 Chambers.
Exactly. So
that was the first time
that was the breaking the rules.
He was like, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing or nothing.
That and that's crazy because that became our, oh shit, that sounds dope.
Yeah,
I wanted to mold that sound after that, but then it started fucking evolving, and then you had people changing the style of mixing. You had new stuff coming out. Outboard gear becoming insert and digital. You know what I mean? And then you had shit like T-Pain.
But see, that's when I was going to say.
Mixes were fucking crazy.
I think that the change came more so when rap and hip-hop started blending with the R&B. Because R&B always had that clean sound. And
you talking about as far as the clean sound?
Yeah, as far as the clean sound.
But shit, man, that Chronic album, that Dr. Dre Chronic album, that shit was crazy to me.
I used that.
If you listen, that album was fucking
when I mix,
amazingly
I still use
mixed.
that for reference track.
Yeah, for referencing.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was amazing.
That album and Outkast ATLians.
Oh shit, I love that shit.
Yeah,
that and Southern Playalistic Cadillac music.
Yeah, ATLians though, man, just for reference. I mean, it was one of the dopest albums of me ever. But for reference tracks, when you mixing, I'm telling you, yo,
I'm gonna have to pop that fucker in when we go mix.
Yeah, dog. That and all Dre shit though, man. Except that Compton, that shit was kind of too bright. I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't think he mixed that. I think he had other people pretty much mixing that.
He did.
Well, in and out the studio. Dre, the new Dre way.
The Dre way.
The new Dre way.
Turn that snare up, turn that kick up, turn that kick down.
How about that over
Let me sign my name on it.
And then leave out type of Puff Daddy shit.
Well, what about that? What about with production and collabing? You know what I'm saying? Like, he does a lot of production and he collabs with other producers.
Yeah, so what do you do? How do you go about that and think about like who you want to work with, what sound you want to, go into, stuff like that as collabing.
Whoever just another thing, the internet, whoever just hits me up and is like, hey, let's work. Or if I find out somebody who's dope, I like their beats, you trying to collab? Okay, send me the Fruity Loop file. All right, send it to me.
See, that's the thing, man. Y'all be so willing
I did
to
the drum. I did the drum pattern. You do the melody. All right, the BPM's already set. I'm just going off the drums, or I'm going off the melody.
That's what we do. That's what me and Payday do that all the time.
I know, but y'all partners you ain't just hit up Payday on the other side.
But we do that with other producers too, from different cities.
Okay.
So Dropbox is our big thing.
Yeah, Dropbox is a fucking.
We got so many damn Dropbox folders. It's crazy.
Man, I used to remember that shit.
But
see, what y'all do too is y'all do the business side of it as well.
Yeah.
And before, some cats finna do something, okay, we doing all the splits.
We doing all, we do that right away.
Because when Payday was over here early, we were just talking about, he was telling me about somebody y'all was working with. And he said, dude came back and was like, damn, man, you already did the splits. It's already in my account.
Yeah, we do that right away.
You know what I mean? So do y'all, I notice a lot of young artists don't think about none of that. Nope. I'm talking about none of that, dog.
Give me the money. Give me the low ball.
Yeah, or they just do stuff. Y'all just do stuff back and forth and don't think about the repercussions of, especially y'all living in an era where shit can go viral so fast and a motherfucker can blow up so quick. You don't know what song it's going to be.
Yeah.
And you just doing stuff with people and not really laying out the business section of it. Because that shit, it don't take nothing but 2 seconds to go on your ASCAP or your BMI, put your splits in, bam. And in case that shit blow up, you get paid.
Yeah.
How many of these little young motherfuckers out here that blew up off some shit like that?
Quickly.
Lil Pump. One of the biggest.
I mean,
the one of the most
Quickly.
recent.
It'd be like overnight type shit.
Yeah.
One story I think I heard was the dude that made
Yachty.
the one dude that was OT Genesis did the little
Cut it.
love with the whatever.
Yeah.
Coco,
That beat, they said there was some dude in the neighborhood, man, he bought the shit for like $100.
And guess what?
Like that.
That's all he got out of it.
Exactly.
Because he sold it exclusive for $100.
And that's what I'm saying.
And
Well,
then what
designer.
And
The
didn't
beat-
do
the
nothing with
designer
Oh
beat.
yeah, that
The
fucking record
and
was
didn't
huge,
do nothing
bro.
with the production splits or none of that. And now what? You know what I mean? So I implore young artists, man,
I always got contracts with all my beats.
contracts and take and your ASCAP, your BMI, and your sound. What is the for the digital for the streaming?
What, CD Baby?
No, the
Or
other,
TuneCore?
no, the other.
We use DistroKid.
Never mind, I remember it, man. Brain freeze. So, but yeah, off the ASCAP, the BMI, and the other one, I forgot the other one for like your digital and your streaming and shit. But whatever. But you make sure you get all your splits, man, and you have all that shit together, because you never know. That one song might be the one. You know what I'm saying? And
And it's crazy.
you can go
too.
right to copyright.gov and
Right.
do your copyrights for, and have all that shit.
There's
in
so many
order.
ways you can do it now, too.
It's all right. Y'all do everything on your phone already?
Remember Poor Man's Copyright?
Man, try and mail
You
it
have
back
to try
to
to mail it
yourself.
back to yourself.
Yeah,
They don't
man.
even gotta
And come
do
to
that
find
no more.
out that shit
That shit,
didn't work
yeah.
anyway.
You know how many times I mailed a tape to myself back in the day? A lot. I thought that shit was legit. My shit copyrighted, fam. Where's your paperwork? It's sealed.
It's sealed.
Sealed
Sealed up.
So if you steal my shit, all I gotta do is open
Open
this
it
in
up.
court. That's crazy. They had motherfuckers believe in that shit.
Man,
Psych.
damn. Yeah. But like I'm saying, y'all can do all that stuff online now.
Yeah.
So
With my contracts for my features and my beats, I got it off a playlist and just plugged in my name and the price of the beat.
yeah, you can have a template. I use templates for everything. I got a template for this goddamn podcast.
It's not hard, yeah.
So I implore all y'all to do that, man. That's one thing I always implore from the old to the young is be on top of your business, man. Don't let nobody play you. Don't let nobody pull no shit over your head. You got your pops, man. He gonna always make sure you straight, but when you in your own dealings, make sure you handle your business, man. I mean, paperwork, splits, all that shit. Make sure it's all in order. Cause y'all more free to just, like you said, he hit me up. You got a beat? Yeah, I got a beat. You got a rhyme? Yeah, I got a rhyme. Let's put it together. Bam.
Right.
And you never know where it's
easy as
gonna
that.
go. Yep. So that's what's up, man. I think that was a dope conversation. First of many. Old versus young.
Speaking of that situation,
Yeah,
situation happened to me.
Just add something like,
You
all
heard
right.
of Jesus Huncho?
Yeah. Air that nigga out.
I co-produced a beat with a YouTube producer named Cheeto the Hero. And Cheeto the Hero had the FLP. He took out my beat tag and sold it to Jesus the Huncho.
Yep.
And there was no paperwork involved. So
And guess
who
what?
Took out,
Song is doing fucking numbers.
Is it?
Millions.
Yes. Facts.
Oh, shit.
That's what happens. Yeah, exactly.
That's
right
what
there.
happens.
And the only way for me to contact them was social media. And guess who got blocked?
Oh yeah, you gonna get blocked for that shit.
Quick.
That's a
Damn.
true story. All facts. It's like when he was promoting the fact that he was about to do a collab with Chris King.
No one believed
Immediately, it was like, "Oh, you're lying." Blah 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 blah.
Till
blah,
screenshots
blah.
came in and tagging started happening. They're like, "Well, Trippy's Red's boy messes with you." I was like, "Money talks."
Yeah.
I was
Pretty
like,
much.
Yeah,
if
that's
an
what it is.
artist is really, that's the thing too. He was humble enough to say, "What's your budget?"
Right.
Yeah.
He could have been like, "Oh, I'm whacking 10 racks a feature," which he did. He was like, "My features are usually a rack,"
Yeah. That's what he started
Yeah.
at.
but I played the fanboy role.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I really jam," which I do. I really listen to his music. I listen to him and Trippy, and he was like, "All right, well, what's your budget?" Told him my budget. All right,
You
send
make
it
it
through PayPal invoice. There you go. Everything's Yeah,
and he legit sent it. We sent it over, and he recorded it and sent it back. So it's an official Atlantic artist feature already. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing is to.
But like I said, you gotta have your paper.
Right,
You gotta have all that
Yep.
shit in line with cats, man. So
You gotta know what the fuck you're doing. Not every manager is a manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's my son. He's not my artist. I don't want to manage him. I got somebody else taking care of that
I don't
for
want
me.
him to manage me.
You know what I'm saying?
that should be
Because
funny.
I could be like, hey, give me this venue.
I be like,
You really want
fuck
to do
your
that venue? If I tell my manager no, hey, give me this venue. Or what's the number? Let me talk to them. He could be like, oh no, I don't like that. But because he still got the dad mentality.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it.
No,
you know what I'm
hell
saying?
no. You gotta burn. You gotta.
But
fuck
it's
that perspective.
like, but here's the difference. I don't fucking let him think that everything is dope because he's my son. I'm his biggest fucking critic.
He's my biggest hater.
gotta be.
I am, and it's
gotta be.
facts because I know what he's capable of. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta also look too, man. You from a different generation,
Right, but no, and that's exactly why I say that, because there's shit that I'd be like, man, you don't drop that shit. That shit's trash. And then everybody else is like,
Man, that
oh,
shit
it's
hot.
dope. It's
Yeah.
dope. Okay, I don't be like, I'll be like, okay, you were right. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean I still fucking like it. I still think it's fucking hot garbage juice. But if it's popping, it's popping, right? Because it's like he said. When I was growing up, I remember my mom had me when she was young, bro. I grew up in a young ass family. My mom liked to party. She liked to throw house parties. My uncles were fucking
we all did all
DJs.
that
You know what I'm
shit,
saying? So the music was just always there. You know what I mean? So it was just like a whole different fucking vibe. And now he's doing it, and it's the same thing. It's a whole different vibe. My mom didn't. When I started listening to music like that, and I started listening to non-hip hop music, my mom disliked the more non-hip hop shit I was listening to than the hip hop shit. Because my mom is from
She
the
was
hood.
younger, yeah. She was younger, yeah.
So when I started listening to shit like fucking Sublime and shit like that, and weird shit like that, when it was real popping in the 90s, she's like, what the fuck are you listening to? You know what I'm saying? Versus where if I'd have threw on some Dre, she'd be like, all right, what is this? But see, that's how I grew up. And he grew up the same way. He grew up around a lot of music. You know what I mean? A lot of fucking music.
Hella music.
All types of music.
Man, I remember, to even go older now that I think about it, he had a car with like TVs in the seats, and he would just play through 3-6 Mafia videos.
Yeah, that's all I would do is ride around playing 3-6 Mafia videos.
King talking about 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah. Well, it's like, to me, 3-6 Mafia was our version of mumble rap.
And I'm talking about
Think about it.
old 362, like tear the club up. Like,
Yeah.
The original shit. So like
Crucial Conflict. I listen to Crucial Conflict.
smoking out, hey, in the middle of, that's my shit. I'm from Chicago, so I gotta like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy too, because like I didn't really fuck with Jay-Z until after Reasonable Doubt. So I was in my mid 20s already. It was after Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a cousin who I lived with named Sammy, and he was from Chicago. And all he listened to was that type of shit. And at the time, all I was really fucking listening to was West Coast hip hop. Dre, Snoop, shit like that, Cube, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I heard Reasonable Doubt, and I was like, who's this? He's like, it's Jay-Z. After that was it. I was like, holy shit, this dude was dope. But it was something that changed. It was a shift in the fucking game. And that's what's happening right now. There's this huge-ass shift. Yep, it went from the fucking party shit, the Nellies, the EIs, to the 50 Cent coming to check people in, to killing careers. Now kind of switching off to the happy rap again. You know what I'm saying? But now you got cats like, who's the dude? My Son. Dude is fucking dope. Look him up. Looking up My Son, MYSON. He's a New York rapper.
He just got out of jail or something like that.
Yeah, him. And there's another cat who just got out of jail, Casanova.
Casanova is crazy.
Bro.
Yeah. Casanova got songs with 6ix9ine.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's who's on that song with Uncle Murder. That gets trapped.
It's 50, Uncle Murder.
That's a dope ass collab.
That is a dope ass collab.
I don't like 6ix9ine's verse.
Yeah, it's too short. I think it was too short. Seemed like it was rushed too.
He
doesn't fit the formula of that track.
He wasn't to me. He wasn't lyrical enough to be on the song with them.
With them, yeah.
Now, if he did that beat and he was like with Meek or something, maybe because they can adapt to his style. But they was spitting straight murder bars on there, and then 6ix9ine came in and just repeat. He was rhyming words with the same words.
I thought his role was more like a. You know, like back in the day, you had Flavor Flav.
Right.
But I see
that type of.
I see what they did. There's a whole bunch of old heads who now 6ix9ine fans are like, Casanova, Uncle Murder. Who's that?
They're gonna go back and
Exactly. I know what they
Uncle
did.
Murder, yo.
Is
First time I heard
the
that,
marketing
I was like,
ploy?
the fuck?
Uncle Murder. That's just
I still listen to his old mixtapes, dog. Go back and listen to some old
His
Uncle Murder
old
old
shit's dope.
mixtapes. His first couple shits, yo. Hey, he was.
the wild dude.
It's like Scarface. Scarface old shit to me is doper than his new
Scarface is
shit,
cold,
bro.
man.
It's fucking
ODB. I
cold.
listen to ODB.
Yeah.
ODB is crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, we
glad you
had
listened
them
to that.
back then. You know, we had the crazy wild ones.
Yeah. Our mumble rapper was Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah, he was.
Brooklyn, he literally said in his fucking verse.
Yeah, he used to do all
He didn't
that
say
shit.
shit. And we was like, yeah. So we
That
can't
shit
get
dope.
mad at these little niggas.
Well, that's a
Oh,
dope way to
shit.
end it, man. Don't get mad at the young homies. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because they just taking the
Right.
rap and the culture, just like we took it from our elders and
Pretty
took it somewhere
much.
else. They gonna take it somewhere else, and you ain't gotta like it. It's all opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just don't get mad at somebody for having their opinion. That's all I say. You know what I mean? And that is the Golden Era Podcast. I want to thank all of y'all for coming here, man. Let everybody know where they can find y'all at before we get out of here. Jay, where can everybody find you at?
All my social media handles are Papi Huncho, PAPIHUNCHO.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
How about you, Joey D,
Man,
man?
you can
All
catch
this
us
stuff.
on Instagram, Cabron Clothing at Cabroncito1, KABRONCITO1, Cabron Cartel. Just look up Cabron. You'll find us,
All
bro.
you gotta do is
We're
Google it,
everywhere.
'cause that's probably- I think that's the
you know
first
what?
one to
Hey,
come up,
listen, you
actually.
know what? You want to know who we are? Google us.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Google
can't say
my
that.
I say that too.
A lot of
be
people
like,
can't say that.
People be like, "Who are you?"
Google
Google
me.
me.
Yeah.
Google
Then
me.
it comes up, Huncho Gang J,
40 Mil
musical
Productions.
artist.
Google me.
There you go.
Rhythmatics.com.
Google
me.
Google me. Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. Well, make sure you Google Golden Era Podcast, IG, Golden Era Podcast, goldenerapodcast.com. And I want to thank all y'all for coming here, even the background, for giving us some extra
sure.
insight. You know what I mean? Until next time, peace.
Peace.
Yeah, we be moving through Lawrenceville. Collect the money like it's Farmville. She poppin' pilly like they Advil. Give it to her ass how I feel. Damn, lil' shorty, she high as shit. Might just go let the whole squad hit. She open up when I double click. She pop it open like an anesthetic. She give me toppy, then I'm passing it. Said after the head, that bit better did. Said after the head, that bit better did. I'm getting money, getting guala. Yeah. I'm counting Benjis, counting dollars. Yeah. Make money, it don't make sense. Yeah. Ay, and all it take is patience. Wait, I'm on one. Wait, I'm on one. Wait, I'm on one. Said wait, I'm on one. Wait, I'm on one. Wait, I'm on one. Wait, I'm on one. Yeah.
This is the Golden Era.